Is going for a walk really that good for you? Is what we're talking about today in the East Central Business Show. I'm John Naylor. I'm joined by Dr. John Himwood from the Stress Management Institute. It's a bit of a mouthful, but it spells it out. I love it as a name for a business.
Thanks, John. And we do too.
Okay, it sounds like it works. Now, we know going for a walk is a good thing, but where's the science behind that? Obviously, you're a firm believer. Yes or no?
Well, this is backed by a lot of science. Harvard University last year came out with a document all about walking. And you can go to on search for Harvard University Medical School document on walking, and you can go and buy it. Lovely, lovely book, and it's full of science.
Okay.
But it's stuff that you can read. It's not hardcore science that you won't understand. It's all the findings written in terms that anyone can understand.
Oh, okay. So it's a readable document, not like some sort of research thing. We've got a p-value of this and data scientists.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Okay, good.
And
right.
They say, and many, many other people agree, is that walking is the new wonder drug.
It's a wonder drug, in fact.
A wonder drug. Yep.
Okay.
The whole area there now with the research that Harvard's doing, UCLA, Yale and Stanford, they're the four big universities in the US, and they're leading area in stress management and now developing emotional resilience. Mm-hmm. Because when you manage stress, you manage it by developing emotional resilience. So you get more grit. You can flow with the punches. You become agile and you bounce back. Now, we all live in a stressful environment. Anyone will tell you the environment they live in, no matter whether it's at home, at work, whatever, getting to and from work, there's stress involved. Now, what we need to do is take time out each day, and the easiest way, no matter what our level of health is walking. Walking is a simple thing you can do. It costs you no money. You don't have to go and sign up for a gym. You don't have to do a whole range of things. You can walk. And particularly if you can find somewhere where there's trees, grass, bush, even a big park. Or if you live near the ocean, the ocean.
Yeah.
Now, what happens when you walk physiologically, you're breathing in, and you can start to work on your breathing. Because you're breathing.
We touched on that in the last video.
Yep. Breathing is a key thing because out of all the body functions, breathing is the only one we have control over, and also the body does. When I ingest my food, I have no control over how that's going to be digested.
Okay. The body just gets on with it, yeah.
Absolutely. The body does all those things. When I breathe in oxygen, I have no control over the oxygen. So when I breathe in air, the body takes the oxygen out, pushes the carbon dioxide out. However, I can control how much I breathe in, how much I breathe out. Okay. If I stop breathing and faint, I don't die. The body takes over.
Okay.
And breathes.
Thank goodness.
Absolutely. So going back to walking.
Yes.
Why it's so good, it's called eustress with Hans Selye, it's the good stuff. It exercises, it pushes blood around the body. It enables our lungs to work at a better rate. It gives us endurance, muscular endurance, which is particularly important.
Yes.
And then also what it does, we're breathing in bacteria, all sorts of different bacteria that are helpful for the body. The body has to have bacteria in the gut in order for that to work in the best way possible. So we need to take in good stuff. And the other thing is it allows us to relax. I live in Brisbane. I walk Mount Cootha 3 times a week. We've got a lovely 12K circuit. Takes us about an hour 40, 45.
Yes.
And there's lots of people up there. And the funny thing is, they're happy people.
Oh, yes.
Right? Because there's hormones called oxytocin. There's endorphins. We know the runner's high. I was an addicted runner for 25 years when I was younger. And we now find there's a new hormone, which is on the happy hormone list, endocannabinoids. And they're tiny little molecules that can cross the blood-brain barrier. And that's the runner's high.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. So we know that all those happy hormones, the good stuff, are being exchanged. Serotonin, the calming hormone. When we breathe deeply, that pushes on the vagus nerve deep down, and that allows serotonin to be released. So we come back, and our body is being used, but it's being used wisely. Physiologically, it's good for us. And go and have one of your naps.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's it. Well, and I want to resonate with that and communicate even a couple of experiences for me. So that even that happiness component, like I'm in a meetup group here locally in Brisbane. It's fabulous. It's called Happy Hikers. And it's full of people that are happy and they hike. And they run around together type thing. And even like onward with that, there's a very good friend of mine. I was out with him last night doing a walk around the city. Got an inner city loop. It's 12 k's around, through the city and across the Story Bridge. There's a couple of things that even struck me really hard. That exactly what you're talking about last night. With, I met my friend for the walk. Now he's had a very stressful contract in IT that's about security and cloud transparent stuff, and he's been run down.
Yeah.
Anyway, for the lack of him not attending the hikes and not walking regularly, I said, "What's wrong with you, man? What's wrong with you, Sam? What's wrong with you?" Because even his handshake, he's got this wonderful, entertaining and warm handshake that he gives you. It wasn't quite there. He wasn't. You could see that he'd run down from that. And then onward from that, as we walked around, I sort of told him that. I said, you've got to get back on the horse, man. But even the final bit I want to touch on here before I hand back to you is that part of the loop is to go back across the Story Bridge. Where you're walking on that narrow walkway alongside 6 lanes of traffic. I hate that part because there's cars, zoom, zoom, zoom. But anyway, so that
however,
resonates exactly with what you're talking about.
However, the Story Bridge, if you can block that out, those lanes of traffic, look over the edge and look at the lights of the city, look at all that wonderment.
Oh, yeah.
That's the part.
The lights of the city, yeah.
That's that part that is wonderful. Now, what's happening to your mate Sam?
I'm going to cross over. I'm going to walk on the other side.
Good.
The western side. Good idea. Thanks. Take that away.
What's happening to your mate Sam is he's in toxic overload. He's swamped with cortisol. That cortisol pump is not turned off because of what he's doing, and he's swamped, and it's poisoning him. So when you go out and you walk, everything changes. Now, when I walk Mount Cootha, for instance, or I go walk some other place where I am, and you meet all these other walkers, they're always smiling. They're happy people. They're people who are sending out oxytocin. Now, and my mate has a dog. Probably 60-70% of people have dogs they're walking as well.
Yes.
Now, if you have a dog, the research shows, hardcore research, you've got 35% less chance of having a heart attack. And if you have a cat, it's 40%. And it's because a big part of it is the exchange of oxytocin between you and the animal and you.
Through that relationship, yeah?
Through that relationship.
Okay, wonderful.
And that was a hormone that it was considered that only lactating mothers produced it 20 years ago. Then all women 15 years ago, about 10 years ago, science said, actually men produce it, and now we know animals do. And in Japan, big corporates have a lot of animals, dogs, walking the floors, supporting the workforce to de-stress. They know it works.
Yeah, no, you see that. Now you say about that. And you do come across people that have got companion pets, be it a dog or a cat. And they're typically going to be a more relaxed person,
And real estate agents now, one was telling me recently, on the list of choosing people, if they've got a pet now, they'll take them above someone who hasn't got a pet, because I know people who have pets care more. They, in almost all cases, look after the pet, and they're not as stressed and they're more relaxed. And they'll look after the property better.
There you go. I'm thinking that, I'm thinking in around that, that's actually inspired me to steal the neighbour's pet, take it. No, I won't steal it. I'll ask their permission. I'll definitely ask their permission. But anyway, so there's a lot comes out of that. So there's all these things that go on, and simple as going for a walk, and the science is there.
The science is there. There's all sorts of physiological stuff that's going on internally in the body that's supporting you to be healthier and happier, more relaxed and calm. The biggest thing is moving to the calm.
Fabulous. Okay. Yeah, we're right out of time again. We're at 9 minutes plus, so we're on wood here, mate. How do people get more from Dr. John?
If they go to stresstostrength.com, there's a huge number of resources there. They're there for free. If you want to do any of our trainings, let us know. Call us, email us, and we'd love to support you.
Okay, fabulous. All right. That's been a great little mini-series there. We'll roll them out. And that's if you haven't seen the other parts of the episodes of this 3-part series with Dr. John Himwood, I do recommend you go through our YouTube channel, LinkedIn, or through our website and locate those, as it's been really good, high-quality knowledge. But we'll see you next time on the eCentral Business Show.